Yes, good morning class. Welcome to the class that is Fibre to Fabric. This is the second class, that is part 2. Fibre to Fabric part 2. So in the earlier video we have discussed about fibers and two types of fiber. One is natural fiber, another one is artificial fiber, and that natural fiber is divided into two categories. One is plant fiber, another one is animal fiber. Okay, and plant fiber you have already learned in class 6, and about artificial fiber you are going to learn in class 8, and in this class 7 we are discussing about animal fibers. In the last class we have already discussed about woolens. Now let us discuss about silk. Okay, so silk is a natural fiber and it is an animal fiber. We are getting it from silkworm. Okay, and what are the characteristics of silk? It's very luxurious. It is very costly also. It is soft, smooth and non-slippery in texture. Okay, silk is one of the strongest fiber that available and strongest natural fiber. Okay, it is the strongest natural fiber that available. Okay, but it loses about 20% of its strength when wet. When we add some water, when we put the silk on water, it loses its 20% strength. It can be dyed easily. We can add different colors, okay, in silk, and it is very lightweight and breathable. Okay, that's why you were preferring silk, because of all these characteristics. Okay, and it is very costly also. And let us discuss about the life cycle of silk moth. From where we are getting silk? We are getting silk from silkworm, and let us discuss about its life cycle. Okay, and before going to its life cycle, we need to discuss about one important question, one important topic, one important point, that is sericulture. What is sericulture? That production of the commercial cultivation of silkworm for the production of silk is called as sericulture. Okay, the commercial purpose, remember, commercial purpose, the commercial cultivation of silkworm in a large scale for the production of silk. Why? For the production of silk, and that process is called as sericulture. Now let's come to the life cycle of silk moth. See, the first step involves, you can see this is the life cycle of a silkworm. First is egg, larva, cocoon and adult moth. So let us discuss first. One is laying of eggs. See, the female silk moth lays about 300 to 400 eggs at a time. At a single time, the female silk moth can give 300 to 400 eggs. And the next is larvae or caterpillar. See, the singular is larva. E will remain not be there, and if we are adding E, that is a plural form. Okay, larvae or caterpillar. What happens here? The eggs hatch in about 14 days and leave larvas or caterpillars or silkworm emerge. Okay, they feed on mulberry leaves. Remember, mulberry leaves for 3 to 4 weeks. Okay, during feeding, each larva seed its skin 4 times. That 4 times is not important, but during feeding mulberry leaves, each larva seeds its skin, and that process is called as molting. Okay, they eat 50,000 times their original weight and grow 10,000 times in size since hatching. And the next is pupa or cocoon. How cocoon forms? See, after a month the caterpillars are ready to enter the next stage, that is, and that stage is called as pupal stage. Pupal stage. They become big enough to wave a net around themselves. They swing themselves from side to side in the form of figure 8. Okay, in the form of figure 8, like this, 8. Okay, while secreting saliva, which forms the basis of silk fiber. The sticky saliva contains a protein that solidifies when it comes in contact of air. Okay, after the caterpillar completely covers itself with the silk fiber, a cocoon is formed. Okay, at this stage the caterpillar is called as pupa. The caterpillar is called as pupa. The pupae develops into adult moth and emerges from the cocoon about 3 weeks later. Okay, now what are the characteristics of silk fiber? We have already discussed. And what is sericulture? We have discussed, that is cultivation of silk ore. And the next we have discussed about the life cycle. See, this cycle is most important. What happens first? It lay eggs, then it gives it forms larva, okay, and then cocoon, and then adult moth, and then that adult moth lays eggs, and this life cycle continues. Okay, now the last part is health hazards in the production of silk. See, inhalation of harmful vapors produced by the chemicals used in silk processing can trigger respiratory diseases, okay, like asthma. Then workers put their bare hands in hot water when the cocoon are being boiled, resulting the blisters. Okay, and the last point, that is handling diseased and dead worms with bare hand can cause illness. Okay, so that's all for today. We have completed the chapter, and what we have completed, I will provide you the detailed note, and I will provide the link in the description below. Okay, thank you very much.